Today on X-Play. Hunt spies. Touch detectives. And have a bad day. Summon a devil. It's X-Play.
Prepare to be reviewed.
Adam Sessler. Morgan Web.
Prepare to be reviewed.
Prepare to be reviewed. This is X-Play.
They hate Jonathan Safran for it's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Self-satisfied gimmicks don't make a novel.
Luckily, they do make for a fine TV show. Hello and welcome to X-Play, not remotely a TV show.
Yeah, that's true, but we never claimed we were perfect. We just tried to love you the only way we know how, by insulting you and reviewing games.
Games like Touch Detective, the thrilling story of a little girl who solves mysteries by touching things.
And we review Bad Day LA, which spins a collection of urban cliches into a third-person shooter for the PC.
And later in the show, we review Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner, an RPG where you look like an old-timey train conductor.
Nostalgia is such a great way of avoiding living your own life. You like wrapping yourself up in jellies and Mr. Belvedere such that you never have to think about how much you've failed. Yeah. And one of the most beloved games of my childhood arcade days has returned in a console title that will assuredly decimate my fond memories.
Here's SpyHunter. Nowhere to run.
In a world gone mad, where you don't know who's on your side or who's against you, there's only one man you can trust. One man, one way, one former wrestler, one Rock.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, you're not late, Rock. You're right on time.
This is SpyHunter, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to run to, Rock, nowhere to hide. Now stay with me. SpyHunter Nowhere to Run is the video game based on the upcoming movie based on the video game. So yes, this does count as a movie-based game. And you all know what that means. It stinks. For those of you that remember, SpyHunter was all about the car. Oh, that car. That beautiful, sleek, radiant, sexy, delicious car. And like The Rock can transform from wrestling to acting to video game voiceover,
What the hell's going on?
this car can transform from boat to car to motorcycle. That was always the best part of SpyHunter. Just driving around, doing your thing, causing mayhem wherever you roam. But when the biggest name in sports entertainment, not to mention the star of Gridiron Gang, is involved, that kind of changes everything. And that's where generic movie game comes in, as we have to deal with The Rock. Yes, I know his character's name is Alex Decker. To be honest, he'll always be The Rock to me. Yet, not even the star of The Rundown can save this seen-it-all-before, running, crouching, flipping, killing claptrap of a game. Although the star of The Scorpion King has had some decent movies, it's just not enough. We've seen The Rock act.
Traffic was a bitch.
It's really not enough.
You even know how to fire a gun?
Yeah, Rock, do you even know how to fire your agent?
No way I'm doing that.
You know, Andre the Giant never would have made this game. Of course, he's dead. It's just not good. It's not good looking. It's not fun to play. SpyHunter Nowhere to Run plays just like a cheap summer B-movie. Random explosions, check. Rock-like acting, most definitely.
Don't worry, I got your backs.
Big guns, of course. And slow motion. You just got to have lots of slow motion. It's just not good. It's not good looking. It's not fun to play. It's derivative of every other movie action game. So, even if it seems fun for the briefest of moments, once you think about it, I mean really think about it, you'll wonder why you even played this game at all. I smell what SpyHunter Nowhere to Run is cooking, and I don't like it at all. We give SpyHunter Nowhere to Run 2 arched eyebrows out of 5.
Video game movies are so good at ruining my memories. Now that is why I drink, to replace the soiled memories with nice blackouts. Fortunately, these extended periods, of which I have no recollection, have led to some problems. For instance, where all that heroin in my pool house came from, and how I acquired a pool house.
And isn't life just a sweet mystery of unanswered questions, like what's in beef that makes it so tasty, and where babies come from? I'm no crime scene investigator or Edwardian spinster. I can't solve crimes. Or can I? Here's a review of Touch Detective.
There are mysteries in this world we can never understand. There are mysteries in this world we shouldn't understand. That's why we should all rise up, make our bed, hump our nosy neighbors, and thank the heaven there's a sleuth like Mackenzie in our lives. She's the touch detective. She's got the touch. She's got the power. She never bends. She never breaks. She seems to know just what it takes. She's a winner. Touch Detective, the game, is really nothing but a simple point and click for the DS. It's not complicated, it's not difficult, and it doesn't have a whole lot of replay value. But it does have Mackenzie. Think of her as the Veronica Mars of the Nintendo DS, but with better ratings. Now say hello to her little friend, Fungi. We're not sure what he brings to the game, but the paranoia that I constantly live with tells me he's a pusher. Don't believe me? Watch as Mackenzie sniffs something leading her on a trip not even Haley Joel Osment would take. See how she spreads her butterfly wings, so to speak, to the community, leaving everybody in a numb, drowsy state. What's that about? Notice how the pastry chef serves freshly baked mushroom cookies with magical ingredients. And we all know what planetariums are really for. Hey man, what time's the laser show? Floyd rules. Mackenzie will try to solve crimes and capers through 4 whopping episodes. And like any good detective, she'll have to do the legwork, talk to the people, gather clues. And like any good touch detective, she'll solve her crimes by touching things, and touching things. That's how the touch detective detects. Is Touch Detective light fare? Of course it is. But it has everything you need for entertainment. Action, drama, danger, romance, and humor. Low-grade slapstick humor. Touch Detective is what Touch Detective is. It's goofy and silly like you'd expect, but it probably won't stand the test of time or even a few weeks from now. But for some quick, harmless fun and female empowerment, why not hire the Touch Detective? We give the Touch Detective 3 banana peels out of 5.
Nintendo, you're like a never-ending jar of candy. The amount of delight you shovel out is starting to make me sick.
So what I'm hearing, Morgan, is that you don't want to buy this game.
I would say that is accurate, yes.
Now, Morgan, is it possible you might want to play this game?
You know, again, you've got me pegged. So this kind of rapport and mutual understanding really bespeaks the strength of our co-hostery.
So, Morgan.
Yes.
Were to further speculate that you might want to rent this game, would I be accurate?
Now it's just getting eerie. You know, maybe I could rent this game from Gamefly.com. You know, I hear Gamefly has thousands of games you can rent or buy so you can save your money for more important things. Like a safety fund for when you get fed up with your life on basic cable and decide to quit.
Or a Whoopi Goldberg DVD.
Oh, it's good.
Up next, Bad Day LA. And later in the show, Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner on X-Play.
Hey, it's our friend Bob. Looks like Bob continues to enjoy the big lift he gets from Enzyte and natural male enhancement. With over 10 million packs sold, Enzyte is firmly the #1 selling brand, bringing true natural male enhancement to men all over the world. Now you can join Bob and the millions of men who fully enjoy the benefits of Enzyte. Just call or visit Enzyte.com for a sample pack of the strongest, most powerful Enzyte formula yet. Enjoy the full, robust confidence that only Enzyte can provide. If you've ever been curious about natural male enhancement, there's never been a better time to try a sample pack of Enzyte. Visit Enzyte.com or call toll-free for a sample pack. Call right now and you'll also get 2 free packs of Enzyte Topical Rush. With an offer this big, it's enough to throw a parade. Sample packs are in stock now and shipped to you within 48 hours. Offer only good while supplies last. Limit 1 per household. Enzyte, the once daily tablet for natural male enhancement.
I've got to get a better job. Fat chance, not without a degree.
How can I get a degree? I'd have to quit this lousy job to go back to school.
Hi.
Helen, I earned my degree online while I was in your job. Stop by my office. Getting my degree online was a great experience, but finding the right school was a nightmare. Now it's so easy, thanks to Education Connection's free service. Give them a try. What have you got to lose?
You just fill out a simple profile online or on the phone. We search our database of hundreds of accredited schools and thousands of online degree programs, selecting only those that offer financial aid to qualified students. Then, like a magnet, your profile attracts the choices that are the best match for you.
With so many opportunities available, Education Connection makes finding the right school easy.
Let Education Connection find the right school for you. It's free, so call 800-368-8214 or log on to 54edconnection.com now.
Listen, your storyline, it makes for incredible TV drama. Thing is, your drug use is too adult for the kids. So I'm gonna have to block you.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, have a good one.
You're a nice lady.
Welcome to the Attack of the Show.
My God!
In the Loop.
Is it over for Sony before it even begins?
Fresh ink.
You're like a guy that's trying to get your girlfriend into comics. This is a great book.
Around the net.
Funny, satirical.
I love this show every frickin' day.
Attack of the Show. Tomorrow at 7, only on G4.
They are called Buttercup. Also, Adam Sessler and Morgan Web.
Welcome back to X-Play. In 1977, Woody Allen suggested that the only offering California has made to world culture is being able to turn right on a red light. Woody had clearly never heard of such California cultural luminaries as Jack London, Joan Didion, or figure skater Rudy Galindo.
What Adam means is that California isn't culturally bankrupt, just morally bankrupt. Because in a state with this much wealth and sunshine, we're too busy living in decadent luxury to worry about what's wrong or what's right. So while I go take a bath in money, why don't you guys watch this review of Bad Day LA.
On the surface, Bad Day LA has the makings of a cool game. It's a third-person shooter that tells the story of a homeless man trapped in LA on a day where everything goes wrong.
Get off the freeway, you retard!
There's a terrorist attack. And an earthquake. Meteors, fire, superhuman villains, giants, and zombies. Yes, of course, there's zombies.
They want to eat me.
Okay, so you're thinking the hero is an action hobo and he has to traverse an entire city while fighting off gangs, the undead, and just about every other possible world-ending event all in one day. Awesome. I'm in like Osama is into Whitney Houston.
No! They want my pickle! Oh, man! Don't talk about your pickle to me!
Then you play it. Suddenly, Bad Day LA is your bad day because you actually paid money for it. Although the cinematics would lead you to believe this game is going to have a real smooth, cool, and unique look, this doesn't translate to the actual gameplay. The bland graphics are akin to the type of game you get free from Kool-Aid for sending in 5 proofs of purchase labels from your Grapeful Berry Blitz.
Another one bites the dust.
As cool as it might sound to play through a game as a battle-ready homeless guy, consider this. Do you really want to take the hero's journey with a guy who probably smells like part of that journey is never having to say, I wiped properly?
Something ain't right. Oh, morning breakfast burrito done up my pipes. Ooh.
Your main objective in this game involves a fair amount of outright murder, but at its core, you really just have to help people. In fact, of all the generic, same as it ever was weapons in this game, for instance, the shotgun that you'll have to shoot drug dealers with up to 5 times in order to bring them down, you'll probably be using the gauze the most. Yes, that's right, I said gauze, which you'll use to bandage and heal the panicked denizens of LA. Why? To earn smiley faces. Because isn't that what hobos are all about? Even the murderous railway ones. Sometimes when a game is just downright bad, a little humor can be its saving grace.
Damn, girl. You so fat when you cross the street. Cars look out for you.
Not here. The jokes in this game are as tired as the sick kid that tags along with you the whole time, puking on people as a weapon. I'm not going to say that all the jokes we do on X-Play are mature or thought-provoking, but the constant references to fine asses and mud butt in Bad Day LA get to be a bit much.
If you don't want to see it in mud butt, you best close your eyes.
Bad Day LA took a great apocalyptic premise, set it in a city that couldn't be more deserving of an apocalypse, and then totally crapped in their proverbial hobo trousers.
That's the way we do it.
Bad Day LA gets a 1.
Earthquake, mother.
Out count of 5.
And that, boys and girls, is your lesson for the day.
We could make some sort of trite joke about how we think the homeless people of Los Angeles may be zombies themselves.
But that would trivialize a serious issue because zombies can't help themselves. Homeless people are just too weak to make it in our demanding capitalist system.
They are the industrial effluent of our fast-paced cyber-surfing economy.
Effluent is a really gross-sounding word.
Protuberant is pretty bad, too.
Protuberant.
In a moment, games for NASA. And later, Shin Megami Tensei on X-Play.
If you've got 60 seconds, I've got the truth. This is a Morgan Minute. Do you hate your PS2? Do you look at it and see a sad, pathetic console wallowing in a pool of its own obsolescence? Don't abandon it yet. Good games are actually still coming out for your decrepit old friend. Like Okami. The best part about Okami is not its engrossing art style, but it's so long, it'll keep you busy until you get the raise you need to afford a PS3. God Hand is a simple fighter with a whole lot of style. The kind of style that involves a gorilla dressed like a Mexican wrestler. If you absolutely hate harpies, then God of War 2 is the game for you. God of War really showed off what the PS2 could do in all its violent, gory glory, and it's back to squeeze the last dying breath from a once great console. I'm Morgan, and I think that was a minute.
Have you seen those new pictures of Paris?
Yeah, that's the third time it's happened to her this week.
Oh my gosh, how many kids does K-Fed have?
4 that we know of.
How do you keep up on all this?
Rango, it's this text messaging game that keeps me up on the latest. Plus, I can win prizes every time.
Text Celeb 6 to 44566 now to play Frango's hottest celebrity games. Win cool prizes like iPods and ringtones. Grand prize winner gets $1,000 in cash. Earn points every time you play. Text Celeb 6 to 44566 now.
Van Wilder's star student is back, and he's teaching the underdogs how to get wilder.
If you can't join them, beat them.
Van Wilder, The Rise of Taj. Rated R. In theaters this Friday.
You might want to write that down.
Rated E to M.
My family is amazed with what I've done, going to school and taking care of them. They always tell me how proud they are. My name is Mark Dong. I'm a senior engineering technician for a civil engineering consulting firm. I help the engineers with the graphics of their designs. I love my job because there's such good teamwork. When I went to China to get married, I made the decision to go back to school. I know that without my education, I wouldn't be where I am right now. The faculty and staff at ITT Tech were very helpful in my development. In fact, I still maintain contact with some of my instructors. I just love to watch my 2 boys grow up, and I want to give them the best that I can.
We are educators helping people build a foundation for the rest of their lives. ITT Technical Institute, education for the future. Call 1-800-327-1172 or visit us on the web. Get an education that can help you reach your goals. ITT Tech has information on financial aid programs for those who qualify. Call 1-800-327-1172 today.
Homeowners, let us help you today. Here at the Mortgage Center, you are our valued customer. Imagine having 3 banks competing for your business.
It's true. I made one fast and easy phone call. I was approved and received 3 great offers instantly to refinance my home.
Homeowners, cash in today. Get money for debt consolidation or home improvement. The Mortgage Center can and will help. Call today.
I was dangerously in debt. My credit was in the low 500s. But within one phone call, I was approved for 3 life-changing offers and on my way to being debt-free.
Owe more than $75,000 on your home? We have the lowest rates in the industry. Poor credit? No problem. Call our loan hotline today to receive 3 free quotes.
It's that easy. The Mortgage Center helped me. They can help you too.
All homeowners with loan amounts above $75,000 are approved for 3 free quotes. So call our 24-hour loan hotline now.
Trusted advisors to the president, it's Adam Sessler and Morgan Web.
Welcome back to X-Play. Now this is the time in the show where I sort of talk about something unrelated to anything on the show to spin, 17 minutes of game reviews into a full half-hour show. It is the ancient art of postponement, filibuster, stalling. Is that enough time?
Yes. For the past couple of years, the delaying champ of the USA was one National Aeronautics and Space Administration, which has put off shuttle launches for months. To give the astronauts something to do while they're not going to space, here's our games for NASA.
Our solar system. So many answers lie out there, but we may never know them. Because deep, deep down on the third planet from the sun lies the most powerful secretive organization known to man, woman, or Bigfoot, NASA. In recent years, NASA has had a few problems getting their groove back. Whether with loose tiles, loose bolts, or delays. Waiting. Don't worry, NASA, you're not alone. Here's some games that have been delayed ad nauseum, something for you to relate to as your shuttle waits sadly on the launch pad or in lunar orbit. Either way, these are games for NASA. Damn dirty NASA. Now, before we begin, full disclosure is warranted. NASA refused to speak with X-Play about these games for NASA. We assume it's because of this report we filed back in December 2004, Conspiracy of the Week.
We never went to the moon. It was taped on a soundstage in the Nevada desert.
What are you trying to hide, NASA? Stop hiding behind your facts and your astronauts and get real with us. I guess X-Play is just too real for some people. And being real is not what StarCraft Ghost is about. Back in 2002, when it was first announced, StarCraft Ghost sounded like a good premise. Hot ghost chicks, good action, lots of aliens. Sounds like fun. Sounds like we'll never see it. This one's been delayed more often than Xenu's reemergence on Earth. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Why the delays? Foam insulation? Lack of technology? Or is the game just not good enough to release? We'll never know. What are you hiding, StarCraft Ghost? Why won't you give us the truth? Which brings us to the most infamous of delayed games, Duke Nukem Forever. That forever stands for how long we've been waiting for this bad boy to arrive. Since the late 90s, when Duke Nukem Forever was supposed to arrive, we've been waiting, and waiting, and waiting. Just take a look at a few things that have entered our lives since Duke Nukem Forever was announced. Will the game come out this year, next decade, ever? We just don't know. But don't despair, NASA. Sometimes long delays lead to great rewards. Nobody knows that more than Link. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess has been teased and promised more often than Philip Seymour Hoffman on a weeknight bender. So, what's the holdup? The perfectionist behind the Twilight Princess simply didn't want to rush this one to the market. Zelda's special. There were times we never thought it would see the light of day.
Zelda! That whore. I love her so much, Zelda.
But the wait is over. It's coming. Sooner than you think. See, NASA, you can recover from a delay, unless it's a Tom delay. Ha ha! NASA, you're not alone. Learn from these games. Heed their lessons. Will you ignore us completely like StarCraft Ghost? Will you tease us relentlessly like Duke Nukem Forever? Or will you wait until the right moment like The Legend of Zelda, the Twilight Princess? The choice is yours, NASA. The choice is yours. Lift off.
Do we still have a space program?
Apparently, yes.
Why?
I think if we're the first to Alpha Centauri, it doesn't matter how bad we screwed up this planet.
Ah, I guess.
Moments away, it's Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner on X-Play.
Catch the entire first season of Arrested Development back-to-back. The Arrested Development Marathon. Christmas Day only on G4.
This Friday, prepare for the rise.
Bad doggy.
Surprise! Oh, my parents! Oh my God!
National Lampoon's Van Wilder, The Rise of Taj. Rated R.
My son is a hound doggy, eh?
In theaters this Friday.
Anyone here?
What's up, Jeff?
Let me get in on this one.
I'm not really good with goodbyes, so
See it,
why wouldn't I want the last shot when I know I've already made it?
This holiday season, they're spreading good cheer.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, God, yes. And stuffing more.
That guy's being awfully far with that donkey.
Than just stockings.
Oh, no, I'm not touching that one.
Clerks 2. Own it on DVD Tuesday. Rated R.
Working from home changed my life.
It all started when I was referred by this free service.
With all the money I made working from home, I bought a new home. This is the one website you have to visit.
Put your computer to work now.
All you need is a computer and a little belief in yourself.
I'm making $5,000 a month. I make over $7,000 a month working part-time.
I love the lifestyle my home business offers, and the money's great too.
Log on to onegain.com now.
Damn, that's a fine pair of hosts. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Web.
Welcome back to X-Play. Japanese RPGs frequently have stupid titles, but few are quite so epic as Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner Raidou Kuzunoha versus the Soulless Army. Here's our review. You know, it's a shame there isn't some sort of contest for longest named video game. If there was, Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner Raidou Kuzunoha versus the Soulless Army would definitely be the lead contender. Now, I know what you're thinking. Please, Adam, not another Japanese RPG. And normally, you'd be right. But fortunately, we here at X-Play are happy to report that this game is a very welcome surprise. The title is set in Tokyo during the early 19th century, and we dig the fresh setting. Dear makers of Devil Summoner, thank you for not placing your game in World War II or outer space. The plot unfolds in short episodes, and the overall storyline has you taking charge of Raidou, a young policeman who teams up with a private detective to investigate supernatural cases. It's kind of like Ghostbusters, but with more talking cats. Also pleasantly surprising is the revamped combat system. Unlike other games in the series, Devil Summoner lets you fight your enemies in real time. It's not quite as slick as Devil May Cry, but it's a much needed change of pace and makes the frequent fights way more involving. Speaking of weird looking enemies, check out this multi-tentacled orange eyeball. Is it just us, or did he learn to type on the X-Play message boards? After fighting the mini monsters you encounter, you can capture them and store them in tubes that resemble cheesy rave glow sticks. Unfortunately, not all the surprises are good. You'd think that by now developers would know not to bog down their games with infinite random encounters, but apparently these guys just haven't learned. The other unpleasant twist is the complete lack of voice acting. After the digital Devil Saga spin-offs for the PS2, you think they would have gotten the hang of it by now, but for some reason, everyone in this installment is totally silent. And on the bright side, the lack of audio gives us here at X-Play the chance to have fun with the game's footage.
Tuesday afternoon, and business is slow. The air is thicker than a June bug in a jar of saltwater taffy. Suddenly, a dame walks into my office. She had gams that wouldn't quit in a rack that could point your alarm clock to high noon. God, the things I would do to her. Tie her up to a bed and just start whacking away.
I can hear you. You're speaking out loud.
She was on to me, so I slapped her and told her to keep her trap shut or it's ring-a-ding-ding for her bozos.
No, you didn't. Look, are you gonna help me find my dead husband or not?
Get that out of my face. You know I can't read. This dame was tenser than a cotton gin in a tampon factory. I ordered the Chinaman to help her out.
I'm Japanese.
That's what I said, Wong.
My name is Dennis.
Okay, this show is awful. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner something, etc. gets a 4 out of 5.
We'd like to give you a nice X-Play replay.
SpyHunter got a 2 out of 5.
Touch Detective got a 3 out of 5.
Bad Day LA got a 1 out of 5.
And Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner something got a 4 out of 5.
Now, for those of you who would like to shout back at us about anything on today's show, swing by g4tv.com/xplay to send us video viewer mail.
We want to see your beautiful face.
We do.
Thank you for watching X-Play.